everyone. As you know very well that I have discussed the physical properties and chemical properties of metals and non-metals in previous video lectures. In today's video, I will discuss you some displacement reaction and uses of metals and non-metals. So let's start today's video. Displacement reaction. As the name is there, displace means when two metals are there, one powerful metal will replace to another metal. That is the main fact in this reaction. So here this reaction, it will give better evidence about the reactivity of metals. Means here this point I am going to explain why it is required to read this displacement reaction. क्योंकि आपको अभी कल परसों कई वीडियो में मैंने बताया ऑक्सीजन से रिएक्शन, वाटर से रिएक्शन, तो आपने देखा कई मेटल तो दे कैच फायर और कई मेटल रिएक्ट ही नहीं करते. तो व्हाट इज द एक्चुअल फैक्ट बिहाइंड दिस रिएक्शन? सी हियर, more reactive metal always displace a less reactive metal. Means for example, if you will take metal A and solution of B metal, so what will happen? Salt solution A will be formed and metal B will be deposited at the bottom. So these reactions are there in your NCERT book in the form of activity. Means we will take 5 beakers, we will take zinc, iron, copper and so on, and all the solution we will take and we will see different changes. So what the changes are there? Why all the reactions are not similar? Why the sometimes copper sulfate is changing its color? Just see here, when zinc react with copper sulfate, zinc sulfate is formed and copper will be deposited at the bottom of the beaker. So here copper sulfate color is blue. After reacting, it will change into colorless. Zinc sulfate solution will be colorless and copper will be deposited at the bottom as a red color. Again, here iron layer is there. It will react with copper sulfate. FeSO4 will be formed and copper will be deposited. But in free reaction, if you will see, copper will react zinc sulfate, copper will react with FeSO4 and Fe will react zinc sulfate. So in these three reactions, no reaction will take place. Means no changes will be there of color, whatever is there. So what is the reason? Just again you have to go through in previous video lecture about the reactivity series. I have written today again. Reactivity series is there. Just potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminum, zinc, iron, PbH, copper, Ag, Au, platinum. So you can see here at the top, potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, they are more reactive metals. Whereas when you will see at the bottom, copper, Ag, Au, platinum, they are less reactive. That's why we have discussed in previous video when we make the jewelry, why we make the jewelry Ag, Au, because they even do not react with steam. That's why they are called the noble metals. So here student, if you will see copper and zinc, what is their position? Copper and zinc. Copper is less reactive and zinc is more reactive. So copper is not able to replace the zinc because zinc is more reactive than copper and iron. So we can say displacement reactions are the reaction in which more reactive metal displace the less reactive metals. I think you understood. Now I am going to start new topic, uses of metals and non-metals. So before starting this topic, we have discussed lot of things about the physical properties, chemical properties, and you have to just in physical property I have explained luster, hardness, density, whatever there. So you have to correlate these things in our daily life. Just for example, we are making the wire. We are making the wire of copper and aluminium. So because they are good conductors of heat and electricity, so we can write the first use like metals are used in electrical communication. And second, just I am discussing daily jewelry. We can make jewelry from AG, AU, etc. So here again we have used thermometer में क्या use होता है? Mercury. So mercury, it is not able to stick from the thermometer surface. So again we have written according to your just NCERT book, it is uses of metals used in making machinery, automobiles, satellite, aeroplane trains, utensils. Besides this, I can just give more example and you also can write lot of examples. Like here, magnesium. We have discussed magnesium is used in fireworks as it burns with a dazzling white light. And mercury, just I have discussed just now, used in thermometer as it is a good conductor of heat and does not stick to the glass. Now again, aluminium foil. You are very familiar about the aluminium foil. It is very light and is used to pack food and medicine. Next example, just sodium, titanium, zirconium are used in atomic energy and space research. Very important point. And zirconium is used in the preparation of bulletproof alloy of steel. So dear student, I think you can write here your own point like jewelry, thermometer, foil, whatever is there. ये जरूरी नहीं है कि मैम ने जो पॉइंट बताया वही आपको लिखना है. आप अपने दिमाग का यूज करके आप अपने कई पॉइंट बना सकते हो. सो लेट्स स्टार्ट नाउ. यूजेस ऑफ नॉन मेटल्स मीन्स जैसे मेटल के यूज होते हैं वैसे ही नॉन मेटल्स के भी यूज होते हैं. फर्स्ट, ऑक्सीजन गैस. यू आर वेरी फेमिलियर विथ ऑक्सीजन गैस एंड यू नो वेरी वेल all living things means plants and animals, they use respiration in breathing, and other uses are also there. It is used in combustion process and it is also used in burning of fossil fuels. Next is there sulfur. Very important, the symbol is S. It is used in medicine, fireworks and acid. What is the formula of acid? S2SO4. We are writing again and again sulfuric acid. So sulfur is used. So we can say sulfur is used in making acid. And medicine, very important work just of sulfur is there. Means sulfur used in medicine as a germicide. And it is also used in skin ointment as an antiseptic. And again, it is used in the vulcanization of rubber. Vulcanization means the process of treating rubber with sulfur or sulfur compound under heat and pressure to improve elasticity and strength or to produce a hard substance is known as vulcanization. So we can say again sulfur, we can say matchstick, firework and acid. Next is there phosphorus. Now here phosphorus I have explained in first video lecture when I was explaining first lesson. Means fertilizers. When I was discussing, I have written NPK. P means phosphorus. So most important use of phosphorus is just as a fertilizer. Again, phosphorus is used as in matchstick, fireworks, etc. So I think you have understood about the uses of phosphorus. Now next non-metal is there nitrogen. Just you can see here nitrogen. It is used in protein and again it is used in fertilizers. Why I have written in protein? You know very well, means plants use nitrogen to prepare protein, an essential ingredient of our food. Nitrogen is inert in nature, so liquid nitrogen is used to preserve blood and other donated organs. It is also used in food packaging as food does not spoil easily in an inert medium. And again, it is used in preparation of ammonia and also used in nitrogenous fertilizers. So dear student, I think your concept regarding nitrogen is also clear. Next, non-metal is there, carbon. Carbon is a very important non-metal because it has different allotropes. मीन्स कार्बन के कई रूप है. कई बार हमने देखा डायमंड इज आल्सो कार्बन, मेड अप ऑफ कार्बन. सो डायमंड यूज, यू नो, इट इज यूज इन ज्वेलरी. अगेन आई हैव रिटन पेंसिल लीड. ग्रेफाइट इज आल्सो ए कार्बन, इट इज यूज इन पेंसिल लीड. And other uses like carbon is used in electrodes. Means when we discuss dry cell में electrode होते हैं, they are made up of carbon. So I think carbon, you are very familiar with carbon and you can write your own point. Means carbon means कोयला. अब कोयला किस काम में आता है? सबको पता है, जलाने के काम में आता है. Means it is also used as a fuel. And it is also used, means powder graphite is used as a dry lubricant. And diamond gemstone used in jewelry and also in cutting rocks and glasses. Next is there chlorine. You can see here chlorine. It is symbol, you know very well, chlorine. It is a bleaching agent. Bleaching means it will remove the color. That's why it is used in textile and paper industries. It is also used in the preparation of bleaching powder. It is used in the preparation of galaxine, a pesticide. And it is also used to disinfect water in municipal water treatment plant. So at least main important point you have to learn, that is written in your book. Chlorine is used in water purification. And next is there iodine. आप लोग हॉस्पिटल जाते हो, कई बार आपके कट लग जाते हैं, ब्लूइश कलर का आपके सॉल्यूशन लगाया जाता है, दैट इज टिंचर आयोडीन. किससे बनता है? आयोडीन से. सो आयोडीन यूज एज ए एंटीसेप्टिक, मीन्स इट विल यूज इन कट्स एंड वुंड एंड यू विल रिलीव पेन. It is also used in salt. आपको रोज पता है कि आयोडाइज सॉल्ट होना चाहिए, so you can prevent the goiter diseases. So iodine use, you can write antiseptic and in our salt. And next is there noble gases. Noble gases means you should understand what is the meaning. Noble gases means gases like helium, neon, argon, etc. are non-reactive and are called noble or inert gases. Means why they are called inert gases? Because in last orbit they do not require any electron. Means इनको लास्ट वाले जो शेल में 2 जो फुलफिल होगा हाइड्रोजन के, जैसे आपने देखा हीलियम के लास्ट में क्या ऑर्बिट 2 होंगे और लास्ट इनके क्या होंगे 8 होंगे. तो they do not require any electron. That's why they will not react to anyone. And what are the important uses is there? Helium. You are very familiar about the helium. Helium is used in balloons as it is lighter than air. And neon is used in special electric tubes called neon sign tubes or neon signboards and glows with a orange red color. And next is there argon. Argon is used as a filling in electric bulbs and it glows green when mixed with a small quantity of mercury, and the mixture is used in fluorescent lamp and advertise sign. I think you have understood the uses of non-metal. Just now I am recalling what I have taught in this lesson. First, we have discussed about the physical properties of metals and non-metals. In second video, I have just given comparison, means differences between metals and non-metals on the basis of their physical properties. And third topic, I have discussed chemical reaction, means reaction with oxygen, water, acid, and what are the difference between metals and non-metals on the basis of chemical properties. And last topic, I have discussed just now, displacement reaction, very important topic, and some uses of metals and non-metals. So I hope you have understood what I have taught in this lesson. So be safe and happy. Thank you.